Hello everyone, my name is Mike and yes, I am a programmer. Today I will share with you one story which happened to me a few months ago. It was an ordinary grey Russian day. I woke up, washed, ate, and went to college, where I had to come up with an idea and then lose it. But before that, a little background. You are my listeners, and you know you live in completely different countries, and the process of obtaining the grades in schools, college, and universities is different. Since the idea of my program was strictly tailored to Russia, I'll ask you to introduce. A class. 26 students are sitting in it. The teacher looks at the journal with the surnames and says, "To the blackboard we'll go," after he calls a random or non-random surname, and the student goes to answer the material learned or not learned in the last lesson. Introduced?
Yes.
Great, let's move on. My database development teacher came up with a great idea how to make this process more interesting and easier. So, he created a special program a couple of years ago which generates a random number in a specified range. After that, the teacher finds the student's number in the list and calls him to answer. The most banal program was successfully begun to complement our classes, but a simple number generator isn't something new, something just found a good use for it, but I suspected a huge potential in it. I decided if the program outputs not numbers but surnames and can also receive the list of absent students, nothing will change in this process, but it will become more easy and more funny. Having been charged with a positive attitude, I found that to create such a program, I would have to study a WPF. Then I went to another teacher to find out where is better to start, and inadvertently told him my idea. As it turned out later, in vain. When I got home after college, I immediately started creating my own randomizer. That's the name of my program. To tell you about what libraries I used, I won't, because I'm afraid that my story will become boring to you. I'll make this brief. I spent days writing a code, but in the end everything was done at its best. Or almost the best. So, about as works my randomizer. List string equals new list string, random equals new. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, again started to talking sharp. After launching the program, we click on the import button and select a text file in which the surnames of students are sorted. We upload it and a button becomes available to us, by clicking on which you can go to the missing mark. Check the box next to the surnames and save. Now we can safely press the generate button, watch the beautiful animation of scrolling surnames, and then call the student if you are a teacher. I was really glad when I finally completed the development of this program. Most of this joy came from the fact that I created something that people or rather teachers will finally use. But my joy greatly began to evaporate, as one of the two potential users of my program refused it. And the joy disappeared completely when I came to college for a programming lesson and saw my randomizer there. More precisely, mine was only an idea in it, everything else was done by the teacher. And yes, it was the same teacher I asked a couple of days ago how to create this program. This is something like this. Yes.
Aww, why?
But I'm not upset, really. I'm not upset, you know. When I was creating this randomizer, I was driven by the idea it would come handy somewhere, or I could apply it somewhere. And I think it has found a very good use as a story about its creation. That's all for me. Thank you.